I mean, you went in to have cocktails and left having to start over. So knowing that you had a whole life that you were leaning into, I mean, truly, you were building your forever, and then you walked into that parking lot and forever was gone. What was the first thing that you had to kind of adjust to? Because this is what you really do specialize in helping women with. You know, there are so many women all the time who are like, I just don't even know where to begin. And you have methods and systems and processes that help them deal with this. So people can work with you in that way. But this is how you came to it. This is how you learned, because you're in front of me now. What did you do?
Well, grief is a funny thing. So quite honestly, the first thing I did was I got my nails done.
Listen, I eat French fries. We all have our systems, okay?
But that was what was on my calendar. And when you're in that state of shock and grief, like you don't know how you're going to what's next. Like I just had to look at my calendar and go through the motions and getting through
thing. And just, you know, I think that that's a really valuable thing for anyone to hear, because sometimes people will judge grief because they'll say, how could she still go to her such and such? How could she finish this thing? And you might even judge yourself like, I should just go home and cry and hide in a closet, but then you go pick up the kids. You know, nothing's wrong with you for doing the next right thing. And so I hope you guys are picking up the gems from Gin here, okay? There's just tons of them here. So after that, at what point were you like, I've got to realize like something's going to happen? Because you said it was over that weekend. Yeah. So what came next?
Yeah. So there was a little bit of putting one foot in front of the other. And what I realized in hindsight was I was actually following this path, the Gin path, which is the journey and the path that I walked down for my healing and growing journey. And so the first thing I did was I started gathering. At first I had to just gather myself, gather my breath, gather my, next
So many of us
steps.
skip that.
Yeah.
We skip that a lot. And I mean, honestly, when I told y'all that not only is the story crazy, but you've got to have a pen and paper for this one, because if the first step in the Gin path is to gather yourself, gather your tools, gather everything you need to move forward, so many of us beat ourselves up because we think we're supposed to take off running.